Hello friends, in our previous lecture we saw how the equations of motion are derived. Now today we are going to see how those equations are used to solve problems in motion. Let's look at this example on the board. It says a car starts from rest with an acceleration of 6 meters per second and attains a velocity of 30 meters per second. Calculate the distance covered. Alright, now recall that the equations of motion are V is equal to U plus AT and S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. And finally, S is equal to U plus V divided by 2, then multiplied by T. Now, let us check which of these equations will give us a direct answer to this question. Now, if you look at the question, it says a car starts from rest. Now, since the car starts from rest, its initial velocity is equal to 0. All bodies at rest have 0 velocity. So that means that the initial velocity U is equal to 0. Now, it says with an acceleration of 6 meters per second. So the acceleration A is equal to 6 meters per second. And then attains a velocity of 30 meters per second. That means that the final velocity V is equal to 30 meters per second. It says calculate the distance covered. Alright, now it is very clear in this question that there is no time given in the question. Now, since there is no time given in the question, the only equation that will give us a direct answer to this question is the equation that has no t in it. That is the equation that has no time. And it is only this equation that has no time in it. So that is the equation that will give us a direct answer to the question. Alright, now it says find the distance covered by the car. We now substitute the values. V is 30. Remember, we are using this equation. V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. So now V is 30. So we have 30 squared is equal to U is 0. Now when 0 is squared, it is still 0 plus 2 multiplied by the acceleration A is 6. Then multiplied by S. So now 30 squared is 900 is equal to 2 times 6 is 12. 12 times S is 12S. Now 12S plus 0 is 12S. Now to find the value of S, we divide both sides by 12. So that means that S is equal to 900 divided by 12. And 900 over 12 is equal to 75 meters. And that is the distance covered by that car. However, that does not mean that the other equations will not give us an answer to the question. They can only give us an answer to the question only when we have calculated the value of t. Now, and the only equation that will give us the value of t is the first equation. So now let us use the first equation to get the value of t. Okay, now from that first equation, it says that V is equal to U plus AT. Now, V is 30. So we have 30 is equal to U is 0 plus A is 6. Then multiplied by T. So now 30 is equal to 0 plus 60 is 60. Now to find the value of T, we divide both sides by 6. So T is equal to 30 divided by 6, which is equal to 5 seconds. So we now have 5 seconds. T is equal to 5 seconds. Alright, now let us use this equation or this equation to get the answer. Alright, now using this equation, we have S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. Okay, now we now substitute for the values. S is equal to u is 0 multiplied by t, which is 5, plus half multiplied by the acceleration a is 6, then multiplied by the time is 5. Remember, we're going to square it. All right, so s is equal to 0 times 5 is equal to 0, so it disappears from the equation. Now, half of 6 is equal to 3, and 5 squared is 25. 25 times 3 will give us 75 meters. And that is the same answer we got using this equation. Now, let us use this equation to get the same answer. Now, it says S is equal to U plus V divided by 2 multiplied by T. Now, that means that S is equal to U is 0 plus V is 30 divided by 2, then multiplied by T, which is 5. Okay, S is equal to 0 plus 30 is 30, and 30 times 5 is 150. 150 divided by 2 will give us 75 meters. And that is the same answer we got using this equation or this equation. Thank you very much for your audience. Please don't forget to share our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.